Also, in regards to the option B. So option B is for individuals who do have the opportunity to go to a internship site. So that may mean that you're partnering with a local agency or organization in your area that provides some type of counseling services. You may be partnering with your own church that has some type of counseling services there. The key thing about option B is that one, you have to do 80 hours, and those 80 hours, half of those, so 40 hours, need to be direct face-to-face counseling. I do understand that some people have the opportunity to do what we call telehealth or telecounseling. So that's counseling via video or counseling via phone. If you utilize any of those, please reach out to me, because that should not be your primary way, your primary mode of providing counseling during this practicum time. I want to be able to see on your log sheet that you have had some true face-to-face. So half, 40 hours of direct face-to-face counseling. And then the remaining hours, you need to have at least, let me double check here. Yes, at least 15 hours of supervision. So that is at least 1 hour of supervision per week. Your supervisor doesn't have to be at the site where you're doing your internship, but you do need to have regular supervision as you are working through those 80 or 40 hours. And then the remaining 25 hours is for related activities. So that could include counseling groups or co-counseling, mentor training, anything relevant to the counseling field that you're doing during the course of your internship. It could mean writing notes for your case notes about your clients and the session. It could be preparing for the session and doing research about something pertaining to your client's situation. So that would be the remaining 25 hours of that practicum portion for option B. So with option B, there's a site approval form that you need to complete and have your site where you're going to do your internship, they need to complete it, and your supervisor needs to complete it. So then that way I can have verification that you are at a site where you're actually going to be able to accrue your 80 hours of work or of practicum and internship. So I want to make sure I have a record of the locations and the agencies that you all are working with. So I can just make sure you all are on the right track moving forward in the course. Also be mindful for those who are doing option B and option C that you are still responsible for the weekly quizzes, the reflection paper at the end, which is assessing my strengths and weaknesses as a biblical counselor, as well as the portfolio assignment. Option C, which is GFI, Grace Fellowship International. If you would just go again, refer to the syllabus and look at the details regarding GFI. On Blackboard, there's also additional information that gives you more details about how to get started with GFI.